equipment in June next. Midway, have comments.
Call to order, that's fun, that's one of my things. People don't use the gavel as much, I just like doing that. I'm a wannabe judge, so that's the only time I can do that. Anyway, welcome to the May 18th board meeting. Big day, exciting day, graduation day, May Day play days were held last week. Always my favorite time of year. Got to ride my bike to school, I think, May Day play day many years ago. I thought I was the coolest guy in the world, but it's time for independence for the high schoolers, grade schoolers, middle schoolers, whatever. And then, anyway, everybody's finishing strong, so we're gonna end strong on a good meeting here. So, first order of business is the approval of the agenda. Recommend to approve the agenda. Do I hear a motion? So, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next is the approval of the minutes, to approve the April 27th, 2026 meeting minutes. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Board members, we have our mayor of the city of Vestavia Hills, Ashley Curry, with us today. Always comes this time of year, shows up. Must mean we're celebrating something. So Mayor, thanks for coming. Take it away.
Thank you. I am glad to be here, and Jay, if you'll come up here with me. We do this every year, and what an honor it is to come recognize y'all. Jay, I had to laugh. I can't believe the time has gone by this quick, because I remember when you were new to the board. But, and gavelitis or whatever you call it.
Yes, that's a good
I
time.
have that too, because I get to do that at the beginning of the council meeting. Only time we ever do
I
that.
wish I had that at home. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to read this and make it part of the record that, first of all, yeah, all of this, it sounds good and all that, but we truly appreciate what you did, what your fellow members on this Board of Education do for the city. People don't understand. I got to tell a quick side story. During COVID, a lady called me and said, well, I want the mask mandated. And you're the mayor, you could do that. I said, how can I do that? She said, well, those are city buildings. I said, no, not exactly. So, yeah, I could pass a mandated mask for city buildings, but it wouldn't apply to school. I don't think she understood when she hung up, but
Yeah.
no, we appreciate all that y'all do, and y'all have heard me say this numerous times. Number one reason people move to Vestavia, school system. Yeah, they might have great city government, might have a great mayor, but no, they move here.
Might.
All right, well, let's read this for the record. It's on behalf of the city of Vestavia Hills. Allie, come up here and join me, because you're part of the city.
Come on up, Allie.
Yeah, come up, but On behalf of the city of Vestavia Hills, that I present to Jay Stewart a certificate of appreciation for your service on the Vestavia Hills Board of Education. Board of Education members have a long-standing tradition of providing vision for our school system and its students, and ensuring that system personnel have the resources needed to drive that vision. We are grateful for your devotion to the community of Vestavia Hills. Civic engagement of our many volunteers, Board of Education, and everything else that people volunteer for is vital to ensure the high quality of life in our city. The mayor, council, and residents deeply appreciate your dedication. We wish you much success in the future. And with that, congratulations to you. And
Very much.
again,
Appreciate
I
it.
speak
Thank
for
you
the
very
council.
much. And
we appreciate y'all. I just don't think people understand enough what y'all do. And we know what you do. And you take time out of your business, and you're coming up, and I mean,
Get ready.
get ready.
So,
Thank you again,
thank
Jay.
you, thank
Can't
you.
say it enough.
Absolutely.
All right. Actually, getting ready for a council meeting this afternoon. I'll see y'all at
Yeah.
graduation tonight.
Mayor, real quick, I want to say something at the end, but I want to just say something real quick, just regarding our relationship with the city of Vestavia, and it's unique. I mean, there's so many school systems throughout our country that, you see clips on YouTube or what have you, but it's just the collaboration that the city and the schools have, and that's indicative of, it starts with you. And then, so city council members and Jeff, and just the way we work together and just are on the same sheet of music, and it's just, it creates a true harmony in our community, and we're just very blessed to have y'all in the leadership roles and what y'all do, and then the support and the collaboration we have together. It's unique, and it's not lost. And so
Well,
when people move here for the schools, it's a symbiotic relationship where it's they're moving here for us. So thank you for what you all
We
do.
appreciate
We
that. I'm
appreciate it.
sure, again, I speak for the city that, I don't mind saying that I go to conferences with other mayors, and whether it be police, fire, schools, or whatever, I don't say a whole lot because I know how blessed we are here, and other cities don't have the continuity of services, the, collaboration of boards. And Pat, am I wrong?
You're absolutely correct.
So I'm very proud to be here, and I'm proud that my kids went through the schools here, and now I've got grandchildren here. Almost thought I had a conflict today because tomorrow's awards day at Gazette's. I've got a grandchild going to be recognized there, so I will definitely be there for that one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right.
Gordon, let's do financial statement.
All right, good afternoon, board members. I provided the financial statements and check register for the period ending April 30, 2026 for your review. As of April 30, we have collected 94.4% of our budgeted ad valorem tax revenues compared to 95.2% this time last year. During April, we earned $130,117 in interest income from our investment and treasury sweep account. And our general fund expenditures and transfers out are 61.3% of the budget compared to 64.2% last year. All things being equal, we should be at 58.3% of budgeted expenditures in the 7th month of our fiscal year. We're a little above that due to some annual payments for debt service and insurance, et cetera. All bank accounts have been reconciled as of April 30, 2026, and the monthly financial reports have been submitted to the Alabama Department of Education. Our monthly financial statements and check registers are available for viewing on the district's website.
Thanks, Courtney. Board members, I recommend approval of the financial statement for April 2026.
Board members, you've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the financial statement for April 2026. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Item 6, I recommend the board approve consent items, and this is related to textbooks and furniture and field trips that are overnight in-state and overnight out-of-state.
Board members, you've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve consent items related to textbooks, field trips, etc. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just note on those field trips, we got competitions coming up, softball and an academic competition economics team in the next week. So the work just keeps coming for our kids, so good stuff. All right, under business, I'm gonna turn these next 4 over to you.
All right, board members, we have business items on the agenda. The first is the Board of Education president for the 2026-2027 school year. Person that needs no introduction, but the president will entertain a motion to nominate a new president of the board for the 2026-2027 school year. Do I hear a motion?
I would like to make a motion to nominate Jonathan Handy as our board president for the 2026-2027 school year.
Fantastic. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's pretty enthusiastic.
Wait, just one time, it feels good. Guys, anyway, school system could not be in better hands with Jonathan and Todd leading the charge, and so, anyway, that's awesome. Proud of you, but. All right, the president will now entertain a motion to nominate a new vice president of the board for the 2026-2027 school year. Do I hear a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Al Whittington to serve as vice president for the 2026-27 school year.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We need to cheer for Kyle.
But guys, the collaboration we talked about earlier with the city and the school system, but what we have here, we all know is very unique, and but just it's in great hands, and genuinely, we're not just colleagues, but we're friends, and they're just gonna work great together. So anyway, I'm excited for you guys, I really am. So, all right, recommendation to approve the board meeting calendar for 2026-2027. I guess y'all have been hard at work on, so we all have. So do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then Board of Education, the president will entertain a motion to forego any board compensation for the 2026-2027 school year, which I was told is very customary, and that, so do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, item E, the recommendation is to approve AP Seminar, AP Business and Personal Finance, and AI course textbooks.
Board members, you've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the AP textbook adoption. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second. Board members, just a reminder, we approved textbooks a couple months ago. This is sort of wrapping up social studies, Brooke, the AP classes, but there's also some career tech in here, so any comments you want to make?
No, these are all the courses that are being offered at the high school this year, and they all did actually have students register in May, so they needed resources. So that's why we're adding these.
Just a reminder, please, on the process, who's involved in this, it brings us up to this point.
Yes, so these, but I'll talk specifically to these. So these were, we look at recommendations for these courses, and then those teachers who teach or will be teaching these courses, they look at several different options, then they, choose one that they would like to be adopted. Then our committee, our textbook committee, which is made up of parents and teachers from various schools, then review the materials. We meet, which we did, I believe, last week, to discuss and then vote to approve these new selections. So that's how we got here.
Thank you.
All right. Is this here?
You just need to get all in favor on this.
All in favor?
Alright. Item F, recommendations to approve the 2026-2027 salary schedule.
All right, board members, you've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the 2026-2027 salary schedule. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second?
Board members, I will note on this, the salary schedule does reflect a 2% increase across the board for employees. That is a state mandated raise. And so that's included in there as well. The only other adjustment to make note of is we have had in years past 2 director schedules, one for what we call classified and one for certified. That is a combined schedule, now Schedule 31, that makes a little bit of adjustment for the classified piece. But it's basic, the schedule basically has a bachelor equivalent level and a master's level, EDS doctorate level. So just a note on that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Item G, recommendations to approve the bid for, I'm sorry, before I get this recommendation, Tricia, I don't have that updated amount. I don't have this amount.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's here.
You got it?
Yeah, we have it.
I'm sorry, I've got an old schedule, all right. There we go. Recommendation to approve the bid for CT General Contractors LLC in the amount of $198,606 for the softball facility locker room improvements.
Board members, you've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the bid for CT General Contractors in the amount of $198,606 for the softball facility locker room improvements. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
So I want to make a couple of comments on this, and Coach Casey may want to join in. But first of all, the bid does include an amendment or an addendum for that total. But this is a project to do some improvements specifically in bathroom areas, locker room areas of the facility that is right down here off 31, across from what is the freshman campus. This is the first of several projects that Coach Casey's been working on that we'll be bringing to you probably in the fall to do some additional work and improvements in that facility. I'm really excited about some things that are planned. I won't give all the surprises away right now, but this is our first step in doing that. This project is funded, just so you know, through shared spaces. These are the dollars that the city has partnered with us on to make improvements to facilities that are shared. That's where we get the dollars from this project, as well as some of the others that will be coming up. So just wanted to give you a little something to look forward to as we do some work for our softball team that's playing this week, in fact, in the state championship games. So,
Do you have a timeline for the work? When it will start?
oops, go ahead.
Very soon.
Okay.
We hope to have everything finished by the time they start their season in January. So again, several small projects that are coming, but hopefully by then.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Item H, recommendations to approve the chief school financial officer's contract.
Board members, you've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the chief school financial officer's contract. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second. I will just comment on this, that one of the things we try to do is make sure we do competitive salary studies. We've done that with all of our positions over the last few years, and this is one we want to take a look at. Courtney's contract is up for renewal, and I think it goes without saying that her 8 years have been fantastic. Our board is in a good financial position, and that has to do with a lot of work she has led on that. So I think it's most deserved.
And Courtney, I second that. We could not be more pleased and deal with a lot of stuff that nobody else wants to deal with. And you do it very well, and we appreciate all your service. We really do. So, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, board members, board president brings a recommendation to approve the superintendent's new contract. It's not new, but amendment to the contract. Do I hear a motion? Do I hear a second?
Second.
And board members to add on, this falls in line with superintendents all across the state, and we have the superintendent of the year sitting right next to me here, and this is the least we can do, but just show appreciation of what you're doing, what you've done, what you're doing, and what you continue to do for our school system. And so we value you, and anyway, this is well deserved. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, guys. All right, item 8, recommendation is to approve the personnel items as submitted.
Board members, you've heard the school superintendent's recommendation to approve the personnel items as submitted. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Just real quick, this is a time where a lot of people are retiring and transition going on, and there'll be another board meeting here in June, or maybe some others for personnel items, but we're losing some great teachers here. We really are, and but at the same time, as Vestavia, we're all sworn to do, we're gonna bring in the best teachers possible to replace them, and we feel like we have the best teachers in the state of Alabama. So it's always bittersweet, but just this is our job, and create an environment to do this. So all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. President, we got some things for you before you speak, if you don't mind. I'm gonna turn it over to our president-elect, John.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say, and I think everybody in this room, everybody that's been around Jay would agree, and this is no disrespect to anyone else I've met on this board, but this man loves Vestavia with a smile on his face all the time. I do not recall ever interacting with you. I mean, sometimes it's been, had some tension in the air, but you, man, the way you handle it, I've learned so much from you. Just, hey, smiling at me, we got this, man. It's fine. I mean, you have truly been a blessing to get to know. I'm so thankful for her now. I consider you a friend. You've, we talk more than just the district. I mean, we're, kind of doing life as men, as fathers, as husbands. I really appreciate your guidance and have reached out to you and leaned on you, and you've been absolutely just impressive. I'm so thankful for our friendship that I know without a shadow of doubt will continue past this year, and my time is sitting in your seat next year. And when I was appointed on the board, I was like, wait, I've got to run, and to learn through, Jennifer and Jacqueline and Scott and now you've just been great to work with, and I'm so thankful for everything you've shown me and taught me, and I'm gonna get emotional.
Thank you. We're gonna see more of each other. I'm gonna see you at the swimming state championship and the baseball state championship.
I can't wait to do that.
Absolutely. Thank you very
We
much.
had a little something
Okay.
here.
Wow, thank you very much. Yeah.
They say the heavier it is.
That's right. So, thank you.
You didn't expect,
Whoa, exactly. So, thank you.
It's a weighted gavel.
Okay.
I feel like we should get you one.
Yeah, that's right. So, thank you.
Yeah, Jay, I'll just echo what Jonathan said. It's, been a fun couple of years, just coming up through the board. We dealt with a lot on the board, but to watch you grow into a leadership role and to always have a smile on your face. Every time we talk, it's just, everything's great, everything's gonna be good, and just your love for the community and just the schools is awesome to see. And even yesterday, getting to watch you go up in church with your son, it was a nice time. So, the fact that your tenure is coming to a close, we hate to see you leave, but we're excited to have Jonathan take the reins. And like you said, we've had someone fun to learn from. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been, just,
We're not finished.
oh, okay. Go ahead.
Keep it coming.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna echo their comments. You're just so kind of a more quiet leader, I feel like, but just so warm, and you've been so inviting to me, and just really look up to you, your leadership and just your parenting. And I think a lot of the things Jonathan said, we look to you as a leader and a mentor, and definitely excited for you and your family in the future. Big day today for your family graduation, but looking forward to staying in touch and just appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
And Jay, I'll say, even though I've only had the pleasure of a year serving with you, I'll just echo what they said. Your love for the city and really just the families. I feel like we're all here because we just love the families that live here and want to support them. And that's just very evident in everything you do. And I just really appreciate how confidently and thoughtfully you have been able to speak on just about anything, sometimes with very little notice. It's very, I really appreciate that skill.
Sure. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I'll say just to wrap up from the stage of here is that you willingly signed up to want to be on the board in 2021. So need I say more? Your love for the system is without question. You are Vestavia with the honor, so I agree with the comments of your colleagues. And many times I do think that there is a perception that a board doesn't really have decision-making authorities or decisions are made or the companies. That's so far from the truth because the board is actively involved in the business of school and making decisions. And many times you may not see up here on stage the wisdom that comes to me before we ever get here about things we need to think about. That's something we've been so good at doing, navigating tough situations and such. I can say that anytime Jay says Todd, comma, I need to get my ears perked up because there's something important I need to hear. I appreciate it. So it's been, I agree with Jonathan. It's more than about leadership of the board. It's about leadership as men and as fathers and husbands and what we should do and how we should represent ourselves, our faith, and our family. You do that so well. So I look forward tonight. You give comments at graduation. I think that is a great moment to walk off the stage, finishing your term and walking off the stage with your last graduate. It's a pretty special moment. So I know Baker will be proud too.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'd like to turn, if I might, it's dangerous to turn the microphone over to me.
Yeah, well,
But Jay, I have known you for a long, long time, ever since you were a little boy. And for the benefit of those that don't know, Jay's father, Charlie Stewart, and I are exactly the same age. We grew up together. We went to Shades Valley High School. As a matter of fact, we played the first Little League baseball game ever played on the East Field in 1954. So I have watched you grow. And from a little fella, I recognized early on that you were going to excel in life. And you have excelled personally, you have excelled family-wise, you have excelled community-wise, professionally, and in any other respect, you have excelled. And I just want to say that I've admired you and respected you. And, I got children your age. So, but anyway, I want to say thank you for the 40,000 people that live in Vestavia Hills. And for me personally, it's been a real good experience to share 5 years of your life and to work together with you. And I want to comment, you have said this repeatedly, almost at every meeting. You talk about the collaboration between the city and the board. And folks, that's what makes us great. And this is I'm gonna make this short, but this involves me, and I'm gonna relate it back to you. January was a year ago. Sheila Bruce, the president of the Historical Society, called me on the phone and said, Pat, you've been here since before we had a school system, and you worked hard to form it with your wife and family. I said, that's right. And she said, we would like for you to come to our April meeting of 25 and tell us the history of the Vestavia Hill School System. And I said, well, Sheila, I'm the man to do that, but how long do I have? She said, about 20 minutes. I can't even get warmed up to even begin to tell that story in 20 minutes. And sure enough, she said, well, let me call you back. So she called me back and she said, Pat, you got long as you want to. So April of 2025, I went to the meeting. And my wife, Nancy, and my daughter, Julie, were sitting on the front row. And I noticed that a man that I had never met, Tim Stevens, was sitting there beside him, and he had a tape recorder in his hand. And it was about 10 minutes before we started. And I walked up to him and introduced myself to him because I'd never met him. He said, I'm with The Voice, and I want to hear what you have to say. So at any rate, I started talking at 2:00 in the afternoon, and I read nothing. Todd was there. I read nothing. I sat down at 4:23 to tell our story of collaboration. And it didn't just happen. It's happened because of leaders like Jay Stewart and all of y'all sitting up here. This doesn't just happen by accident. And so at any rate, the next morning, for some reason, I got up real early in the morning, about 6:00. I went outside and there was a special edition of The Voice. And it wasn't but about 3 or 4 pages, and it was by Tim Stevens, and it was published at 5:06 that morning, the very next day following the talk. And the headline was, and I love to tell this on myself, the headline was, Vestavia Hills unleashes Pat Boone. And the first paragraph was 2 sentences. They gave Pat Boone unlimited time, period. Second sentence, and he used it. So I told our story, and our story is because people like Jay Stewart stepped forward. I've seen what you've done in the community with the baseball program and the Hall of Fame, and you'll continue to be involved, but I have great respect for you, son, and you did a wonderful, splendid job. Thank you.
I got one thing we'll read for you that I forgot. I'm sorry, but this is a good one. So Jay, thank you for your service and your dedication to serving our community. The past 5 years, you have left an eternal impact on Vestavia Hills City Schools and on countless lives. You are the epitome of a true Vestavia rebel. You love everything about this community, and it's great people like you that make it great. Your enthusiasm for the school, athletics, academics, and the arts is inspiring, and you have a way of encouraging everyone around you to leave a lasting imprint. You were made to serve during this time, and you leave the system in better condition than when you arrived. It was an honor serving with you, and I thank you for your leadership and friendship, and that's from Jacqueline Hudson. Congrats.
Thank you. You hear people that retire and say, it's not a job when you love what you do and you get to go and do what you love every day. The last 5 years I've been able to spend on this board has been truly that for me. That growing up, my mom was head of PTA back when I was in 5th grade. she went to a baseball game and there were no lights. And she's like, why aren't there lights? And they had to call the game because it got dark. This is Coach Dunn, and this is right before we went on our run as a baseball program. And so I was able to learn early on, get involved. She went to the lieutenant governor at the time, Bill Baxley, who lives in Vestavia today, I believe. But we got lights. And it was a call to service that I saw from, I guess, my parents, and then going back to Mr. Boone and his daughter babysat me some growing up. And but what he said about our community and what y'all said about my love for it is just, it's where I'm from, and it's who I am. And my prayer is that for my kids growing up, that they can experience what I got to experience. Keep it together. So anyway, it's raising my kids here could not have had just a more beautiful experience. Truly the best school system in the state. What is provided for me, what is provided for my family as they moved on. And but the people that have come before us, and to be able to sit in this seat, I mean, it goes way back for me. It goes back to the Jack Trappenstats, who we've honored, Jacqueline's father, and the Sharon Lovels, the Pilataries of the world, the Dr. McDaniels, that you worked with, the Carlton Smiths, the Jamie Blairs, just the people who have worked and been part of our school system, but then more recent, the friends of mine that kind of encouraged me along the way have been mentors to me. I mean, the Mark Hogwoods, the Kim Hasses, there's so much history, and I know I'm leaving so many people out, but the most recent history, when I came on board, Lisa Baker was president at the time, and it was a crazy time. COVID had hit, and I was naive, and I said, well, I don't have to worry about COVID. That's already an issue. And that was the spring. Well, the fall hadn't hit yet, and my first meeting was June. And my email box became full instantly with every doctor in the city and everybody else emailing us. And it was a crazy time, and we got through it thanks to this guy's leadership right here and all the board members. And it goes back to Steve, what a leader, Jennifer, what a leader, Jacqueline, what a leader, and then Scott, what a leader. And then Allie's done a great job of coming on board, and she is a person that's been selected and vetted by the city council. Trey's going to do a great job with you guys, and I've known Trey, and a lot of things y'all are saying about me, that's Trey, and that's you. You have community, you have put family first, and what's important to me, and we don't live it by our talk, but we live it by our walk, is our Christian faith. And that's something we're blessed with, that we get to all keep in commonality, and just it's throughout our school system. And I tell people all the time, it's like we get to live in a private school system, but it's public, and the love we have for everyone in the community. And that's a credit to Kimberly Cook, who has worked so well as the liaison. It's a credit to the whole city council. I've talked about the mayor, but Rusty Weaver, I'll just tell you that he kind of gave me a nudge to do this. That way back when, I was like, Rusty, I don't know, that means I get a lot more emails. And it's like, come on, man, I think you'd be good at it. So I put my name in the hat, and the rest is history. And so I really appreciate him for giving me the nudge. And, but there's others, but I will end with you guys, because the great friendships I've had by serving the the previous presidents, but then to see y'all come on board and just, each one with its, with your unique personalities and your individual gifts and talents. I mean, that's just, it's inspiring, it's motivating, because I see weaknesses in me that I get to lean on your strengths. And y'all are all such talented people, whether it be entrepreneurs, financial people, and just tech people, and but you're all leaders, and that's why you're here. And it gets thrown around a lot in circles, but servant leaders, and that's what you are. I mean, we don't do this for the money, right? We do it because it's our genuine love to serve and our ability to do so. And I just couldn't ask for a better group of people to do it with. So I thank y'all very much. And finally, the principals and the administrators that we've been able to work with, it's second to none. And I just continue success in doing that. There's a lot of challenges. I'm going to be continuing behind the scenes, cheering on Vestavia and cheering on you guys, and cheering on Pat. And so thank y'all, and thank you for all you do.
Jay, what are you going to do as an empty nester and being off the board?
Yes, I know.
Was someone
Join a
finding
bowling
with
league or something like that. I don't know. It's an exciting time for us. I'm a big grandparent too, so that's going to be fun. My older son lives in Chattanooga, and they're going to be there tonight, and so that's going to be fun. I'm going to be a lot more brief tonight, I promise you. But anyway, just thank you, and Laura, just big shout out, the athletic program. It's near and dear to my heart, and it just, Ty and I were talking today, we couldn't be just more pleased at where our athletic program is right now. And it's home. It's the spirit that was there when I was there. I still think, shout out to 1991, greatest class, but it's where it is and where it was and where it continued to be, and just pray that everyone continues to reach for the stars and just know when you go and you meet people from Dallas or California, the friends down in Jacksonville went to the bowl school and thought they were real cool. But I say, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Vestavia. You better believe it. We're the best school in this country. And I've always wore that chip on my sleeve, and I'll continue to do so. And so thank you for all you do for our system to allow us to get to feel that. So, all right, I can go forever and ever like that, but I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, is there any public comment? Anyone for public comment here tonight? All right, well, without further ado, this meeting is called to order, or called to conclusion.
Yeah.